To me, Usyk is too big for Canelo. So Usyk beats Canelo easy, in my opinion.
Intelligence and flexibility in the ring, hardworking and seriousness in the training camp, and determination and recklessness to take on any opponent. That's all Oleksandr Usyk. But not King of the Lake, another giant who's challenging the danger of the boxing king, Canelo Alvarez. What's motivated him to do this, and could this become a historic match? Let's take a look in the video, but before you jump in, remember, like, subscribe, tap that bell icon, just like that. That way you don't miss any updates from Boxing Insane. In the time when the match of the century between two giants, Fury versus Usyk, has not officially yet happened, many professional punchers also want to take advantage of the opportunity to challenge themselves, including the famous champion, Canelo Alvarez. He's reopened the door to call on Oleksandr Usyk to fight despite the Tyson Fury talks. Canelo Alvarez has not fought since retaining his 168-pound title with a trilogy win over Gennady Golovkin, and that was last year, but he's expected to return in May. The Mexican wants to continue taking the biggest challenges, which include an explosive fight with Oleksandr Usyk and a revenge bid Dmitry Bivol, who he lost to when he stepped up to the 175-pound class in May of last year.
Staying in control, not giving up control. Yeah, he's frustrated.
Canelo Alvarez's promoter, Eddie Hearn, has once again claimed this Mexican is ready to fight Oleksandr Usyk. In previous conversations, Alvarez has even teased a move one higher to cruiserweight, with a fight against current heavyweight Usyk seen as the biggest to make it at 200 pounds. And in a fresh update on Canelo's next career move, Matchroom Boxing's Hearn has claimed he joked with Alvarez about beating Usyk after he recently scored a rematch win over Anthony Joshua. The promoter Eddie Hearn recently revealed, when they talk about mindset and winning, he genuinely believes he can beat Oleksandr Usyk for the world heavyweight title. Canelo said to Hearn, "If you can make that fight at 1 pound above cruiserweight, 200 pounds, I will beat him." One more thing to keep an eye on. Eddie Hearn is a promoter for Canelo and Anthony Joshua. This could be a way for the Matchroom Boxing boss to turn Canelo into a pet chicken that lays golden eggs for himself. Not only did Eddie Hearn, but Canelo also had a lot to gain if he gets past the undefeated champ Oleksandr Usyk. This would be a match of the century in boxing history because they're both talented and powerful boxers. What about Oleksandr Usyk? What's his reaction? Usyk previously reigned as the undisputed cruiserweight champ before making his leap to the heavyweight division, where he recently defended the unified world titles for a first time against Anthony Joshua. The Ukrainian has made a huge impression. He's defeated the likes of Chisora and Joshua twice, despite concerns that he may not be big enough to prevail. The cat looks pretty interested in the matchup, and he's ready to go back and face Canelo. However, there's one request he must fulfill before doing so. Although he's made the weight shift relatively seamless, Usyk has spoken about a potential fight with the Mexican star Alvarez, who's willing to make the huge step up to meet him there. And the 35-year-old has dropped his biggest hint yet as he revealed he struggles with the sheer amount of eating he has to do to keep weight. The Ukrainian champion said during an interview when assessing a potential fight with Alvarez in the future, he was considering a return to cruiserweight and getting a few more world belts. You know, being a heavyweight means you gotta be heavy. You gotta eat a lot. It's not hard to fight with these giants, but it's really hard to eat all the time. And now Usyk works much more than he did as a cruiserweight, particularly in training camp. I had to swim 10 kilometers and train hard. At this moment, Usyk just wants to stop and rest. Half a year of training is hard work. The champ didn't see his family for a long time. With the prospect of Canelo campaigning in his old stomping ground, Usyk confirmed he would move back down again and fight the Mexican. So what's the only request? Oleksandr has said that he could fight him at cruiserweight, but with only one thing. He keeps the belts at heavyweight. Then he goes back to cruiserweight and fights Canelo, then comes back to heavyweight. Given that situation, a fight with Usyk seems unlikely in the current climate because the Ukrainian's chasing undisputed glory in the heavyweight division. It all looks set he'll face Tyson Fury to earn the final belt, and at that point he could elect to retire from the sport or accept further mandatory challenges if he wins. However, the audience can fully expect another fight of the century between Oleksandr Usyk and Canelo Alvarez after the historic battle in the heavyweight division. Talks of a fight between pound-for-pound #1 Alvarez and Usyk have come after the Mexican outlined his plans to fight at cruiserweight next. Canelo Alvarez has been told by ring legend Roy Jones Jr. that fighting Oleksandr Usyk would be a mistake. If the pair were to fight, Alvarez, who's at 5'7", would have a huge size disadvantage against Usyk, who's at 6'3". And Jones thinks Usyk should only use a fight with Alvarez as a negotiating tool for other heavyweight matchups. However, if this fight took place, I believe it would be an exciting combination because of the special fighting style of both giants. So what do you think about this match between these two talented boxers? Will Canelo regret having dared to confront Oleksandr Usyk, or will he make a turning point in his boxing career? Who'd be the winner? If you think you know, put your comments below and tell us your opinions. Don't forget, like, subscribe, tap that icon bell. You don't want to miss any videos from Boxing Insane.
Right hand from Guadalajara. Oh, that was a masterclass performance.